situation so far.
You knew it all along!
How dare you raise your voice in the presence of His Holiness?
That arrogant kid possesses demonic power!
Absurd!
Absurd? Don't play me a fool! Is he not your subordinate? He resurrected Yamato! It's your fault! It's your responsibility!
Kratos,
Yes, Your Holiness.
can you apprehend this boy?
If that is your wish. Though who will then track Dante?
I will find Dante.
You can guarantee his capture then?
Absolutely. It's good to see Your Holiness has recovered.
Is she reliable?
She once brought us the sword Sparta, and hastened the completion of our savior.
But she remains almost a stranger to us all.
Which will only concern us should a situation arise. As for her identity, I have already investigated. Now, Kratos, find us Nero and Yamato and bring them back to me.
As you wish, Your Holiness.
That menace, Nero, appears to be quite close to Kratos' sister, Kyrie. More than once, he called out her name.
What is up, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and I am bringing you part 7 of my Devil May Cry 4 LP. So we've got another fun mission ahead of us, kind of a not too long of a mission, but not too short. But as you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to buy 3 purple orbs right off the bat. So, and right over here, we look at Yamato, right here, Trigger Heart. It reduces the rate at which the Devil Trigger gauge depletes. So now, not only do we have more Devil Trigger slots, but it also goes down slower. So we can stay in Devil Trigger much longer. So here we are at the forest. Right over here, come through here, destroy all the pods, get as many red orbs as you can. Jump up through the hole and get a vital star. Alright, now there's a red orb stone over here. Just attack it, destroy it. And there's a secret mission right here, right off the bat, but once again, we're going to bypass it. We're not too well equipped to take it on at the moment. At least I am not. So we're gonna bypass it and we'll come back here later. Anyway, come on down here. We're gonna overlook a cliff. We're gonna overlook a small little valley, actually, from the top of a cliff. Before jumping down, head on over here, destroy the pod, and jump up top over here and get a holy water. Now jump all the way down. The creatures down here are what's known as Chimera Seeds. They're not too dangerous, but they can come up to you and lunge at you. That's the most they can really do. What Chimera Seeds have the potential to do is to fuse with other organisms in order to improve their ability to become stronger. And we're going to see what happens when the Chimera Seeds fuse with other creatures. So come on right in here and let's trigger a small cutscene. Alright, so this is what's known as just a regular Chimera. Chimera Scarecrows are actually pretty easy to deal with. That attack right there, where the blades glow gold and they start swinging them around, those happen after a certain amount of time, guaranteed. So you can always just, you know, attack, gain a little distance, wait for it to get done, and then just rush in and finish them off. They have very low health, just like a regular Scarecrow. I think their health is actually even a little bit lower. Like a Chimera Scarecrow actually has lower health than a regular Scarecrow. Anyway, smash the glass over here. And there is a crap ton of pods over here that we want to destroy, as well as a combat adjudicator that once again we cannot use because it is for Dante. So let's just go ahead, smash all the pods. In this room, in this mission, there will be certain areas that we cannot go through. Certain branches block the path of certain doors, like right there. And we can't get through until we acquire a certain item. So for now, just attack the wheel. And it will create a pathway that disappears. So be quick on your feet. If you fall to the ground, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can actually, like me, almost outrun the path. Anyway, come on through the door. And out here, we have another path. And here is where things can get a little tricky. We have a blue orb fragment out here that we need to get. So, here's what's going to happen. Attack the wheel right here. It will create another pathway. However, this one moves extremely slow. As you head out onto the pathway, 2 Mephisto will spawn. You can deal with them on the pathway if you want. I like to deal with them here on solid ground. Now, if you fall off the edge, excuse me, if you fall off the edge and into the pit, you actually won't die. You'll just be taken to a new area where you have to fight a bunch of Scarecrow and Chimera Seeds. That's usually how it is. You'll fight just pretty much Chimera Seed Scarecrows. If you fall into the pit after the Mephisto are defeated, I believe all you fight are just Scarecrows. I don't think there's any Chimera Seeds to be had down there. I don't know if that's the trigger for it, but during my test playthrough, I managed to fall down there repeatedly while trying to fight the Mephisto out there on the platforms. And I pretty much wanted to... And like I said, right here, now that the Mephisto are defeated, it's just Scarecrows. They don't have Chimera Seeds attached to them. So, like I said, it would probably behoove you, it'd be in your best interest to not even mess with the Mephistos. Because they can be very distracting. And if you're focused on them, the camera angle might take away from the platforms, because the platforms will actually disappear from right underneath you as you're trying to move along the pathway. And you'll see that when we get out of here and we head up top. I'll show you exactly how this area can be kind of tricky. But once you defeat all the enemies down here, the path will open and it'll take us right back up to where we were. And now we have to attack the wheel and do this all over again, including the Mephisto battle. So, as you can tell, you can stop, fight the Mephistos, wait for the wheel to end completely, and then do it again without any problem. However, right now I'm only battling 1 Mephisto at a time, and right there I almost fell off the edge. But as you can tell, pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be patient right here. I'm not even... the Mephisto will try and knock you off, so air hike is definitely useful here. Dodge their attacks. Watch the red platforms. Immediately get to one of the safe ones if you can. Come on over here. Double jump up. Blue orb fragment. Now that we have the blue orb fragment, we don't really need to be careful. Well, we still need to be careful, but we don't need to have any other primary matter on our minds right now. We just need to focus on getting across this area. So as you can see, I don't care about combos. I don't care about anything. I'm just trying to get rid of these guys as fast as possible. So I'm just gonna... This one's almost dead too. Alright, now it's dead. Now we're safe. So let's come on through here. And we will have a nice little, we have a nice open area that we can explore. Head across the bridge. Turn left. All the way down here is another secret mission. This secret mission is a bit of a pain in the ass. What we have to do is we have to get all the way to the top by using the launch pads. The problem is the camera likes to change on us as we're in midair, and you need to be, and this is another example of Nero having to initiate the grapple. He has to start the grapple, the R1 circle, the Devil Bringer. He has to start it at just the right area. Otherwise, when he pulls himself forward, he won't pull himself onto the launch platform. So you'll see right here, right there, I was just off a little bit. And after you Devil Bringer, after you do that, after Nero pulls himself, you can't really air control out to the left or to the right. So as you can see, it's a lot more frustrating than it needs to be, and it's another example of why I don't like the air controls in this game. It just, you know, the camera likes to move on you, and it messes up what directions you're going to try and move. So right here, so my trick is this. Instead of doing that, they want you to pretty much go through and just grapple, and just do all this in midair on one jump. I found a different technique. After the first jump, instead of trying to grapple with the second jump, just land on the platform. Land on one of the platforms right there, and you should be able to angle yourself. It's no guarantee, mind you. This is still a hard secret mission to do. At least for me it is. So right here, jump up, and now come all the way back. So as you can see, right there, even with double jumping, it's still hard to do this. It's hard to do this on the all-in-one jump. Even the first part is difficult because the camera angle just likes to change on you. Alright, so come on over here and land on this pathway. Now face it, jump. And even still, that's not a guarantee. Like I said, there's no perfect way to always know how to do this. It requires a little bit of luck and a lot of patience. This is definitely one of the more stressful secret missions, just simply because, well, you can tell I'm having a lot of trouble with this. The aerial controls for Nero are not refined in this game, and it's a problem. It's an obvious problem. Because if Nero had the ability to air control after he used his Devil Bringer, it would be better. But he has to be dead center on the platforms pretty much. If he just touches the edge of them, he'll usually fall right through them. So, like I said, in some of these, in order to get some of these blue orb fragments, the demand for perfection is just too damn high at times. Alright, so here on the second one, we want to smash open the gate. Jump all the way up. Alright, now come on over here. And fall all the way down. That was the last platform I needed to get on. If I'd have gotten on that, I would have made it. So I'm just showing you all these failed attempts just to show you just how frustrating this is. It is not... I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna get it, damn it. But this is not my idea of fun. This is not something that these secret missions should have been more well thought out. You know, especially with the controls being so bad for Nero's air grappling. So, like I said, the Devil Bringer, the Devil Bringer is great for combat, not so great for platforming. And for some reason he falls right down. I don't know why. And right there, now I'm giving up. And we're going to try this, I don't know, the 4th time, 5th time? I have no idea. But I will get it. As you can see right now, I'm so pissed off I'm having trouble interacting with the piece of paper. Like, it is really frustrating to try and do this. And I was like really pissed off because this had to happen on my actual LP. On my test playthrough, I got it on my 2nd try. On my 2nd time attempting the secret mission. Here, I'm on, I think, my 5th. So, air hike is definitely going to help you with this. Alright, so we're going over here. And right there, I got lucky as hell. I was like, oh my god. Right there, I totally misjudged it. I got lucky. So like I said, there's a lot of luck involved in this one. But thank God we are finally done with it. Sorry you had to see all that. But now we can finally get the hell out of this area. So come on over here. Head up to the northwest section of this map. And we're going to encounter this open area where we're going to find a bunch of Scarecrow and Chimera Seeds. If you want, you can get... oh, and here's a white orb. But if you want, you can go ahead and let the Chimera Seeds fuse with the Scarecrows. If, you know, it's up to you. Obviously, we won't be able to proceed until all the enemies are killed. Okay, so for the most part, this is pretty standard. I like the fact that Nero rips the Chimera in half, similar to how Kratos rips enemies in half in God of War. You know, I like that. It looks... right when I played this game, when I started practicing this mission, and he did that, I was like, oh man, that brings me back to God of War. But for the most part, this is pretty standard, pretty simple. We're gonna fight a boss at the end, and once again, just like any other boss fight, Nero gets an ability. He doesn't get an actual weapon. So it's an interesting boss fight. It's kind of irritating. There's one aspect that's a little irritating. But I'll point that out. Sorry about that, I had to yawn. I'll point it out just what's so irritating about the boss fight. There's only one part that bothers me. It's pretty cool. Like I said, the bosses have personalities again, and I love it. You know, if I'm gonna kick someone's ass, I want them to say something before and after. So anyway, come on over here. Now we have a nice little gyro blade we get to play with. So let's attack it, knock it through the walls, and believe it or not, we're back out in the what's it called? The freaking valley, where up on the cliff we got the blue orb, where we got the holy water. So we're back out here now. Now that we have the gyro blade, we can smash through the walls. And right there, I rushed it too quickly. I thought I could kill him before his blade started acting up. So we're going to use the gyro blade to destroy the wall here on our right. And it will let us proceed. Come on through here. Out here, we're going to trigger a cutscene. Alright, so now it's time for a little preview of our boss battle. So we're just going to run along the path. You can destroy the pods if you want for a few red orbs. You don't have to destroy them. You can jump over them, get past them. You know, just jump over them. It's no big. You don't have to do what I'm doing. But I know that I'm fast enough to get away without ever being in danger of being caught. Alright, so now that that's over with, let's rev up, head on through the door. Alright, so now out here is a combat adjudicator. Let's go ahead and beat it up. We have to get it up to an A, if I'm not mistaken. So once we get this done, we'll be able to proceed and head on with the mission. Bam! Alright. And a nice chunk of red orbs as well. Alright, now out here, we got some more chimeras, seeds, and scarecrows. Some will already come in, fused already, so don't worry about it. If you don't like fighting chimera seeds, it's, you know, or the chimera after they fuse with a scarecrow, that's fine. Just know that it's gonna happen. Like right there, one phased in already together. They're not too hard. So just pick your spots, charge up if you want. Right there, I was trying to have a little fun juggling and play with them. And the roulette spin is just so awesome. Alright, here's a God of Time statue. It's boss battle time, so use it if you need it. Destroy the pods over there for some green orbs if you don't want to spend anything. Rev up, let's go up here and initiate our boss battle.
But having you around is more than enough.
Your insignificant insults have no effect on me, though I will tear your body to shreds!
Alright, so it is Echidna. This is Echidna with the title of the She-Viper. This is pretty much the one who's been causing the jungle to appear here. So, when she goes into this form, grapple with the pod to do some significant damage and it'll get her to back off. Otherwise she'll start dropping seeds everywhere and the seeds will turn into chimeras and they'll attack you. This is the annoying part. It prolongs the fight. She goes into her serpent form, her viper form, and she pretty much flies around and then she'll come at you and you have to dodge. It's not dangerous unless you stand completely still. You can charge up attacks and as soon as she opens her mouth, shoot at her. And usually she charges twice. For there I wasn't expecting a third charge. Anyway, just go ahead and deal damage to her. She likes to just stand there, and every now and then she'll do something. When she moves away, use your Devil Bringer to pull yourself closer to her. Watch out for her tail swipes. Watch out for her hair whips or whatever those things are. Eventually, by taking enough damage, just like with Burial or Bale, Deal enough damage to her when she's like this, and you'll stun her. And then you can grapple for her for major damage. And I gotta say, I love the music in this fight. This is awesome. This game has some amazing soundtracks. Alright, so now let's do some major damage. Interact with her. He puts his sword inside of her, revs up, and then rips it right out of her for massive damage. And she's still a little staggered, but you can't grapple with her again. But she definitely didn't like that, so let's keep going ahead. Now she's enraged. She's definitely gonna be quicker. She's not gonna be too thrilled with us. And right here, even though her head's exposed when she does her dashes and she rushes you, she is a lot quicker, as you can see. She'll charge you faster, and she fires seeds everywhere. So just go ahead, be patient, charge up your attacks. She has one more, not form, but one more stance she likes to take. She hasn't shown it yet, but she'll show it at the end of the fight, right before I finish her off. Alright, so go ahead, avoid her. She's going to take the final stance right about here. Yeah, right here. She'll plant herself in the ground, and then she'll be on the same level with you. Just run up and slash the hell out of her and finish her off.
Don't even think about it.
Shameful to be beaten by a human!
Hey, don't step up if you're not gonna put up a decent fight. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to litter?
Alright, so now that we have the Sephirothic Fruit, pretty much all we have to do is go interact with those new plants, and our new ability is Nero can completely disintegrate and destroy these things that are obstructing our path, which means Nero can now move deeper and deeper into the forest. And that is the end of Mission 7. So, pretty fun mission. The only part I didn't really like was the secret mission. You know, I felt like, you know, I mean, I already ranted about that. I'm not going to go any further into that. But we're just going to go ahead and save our game. But this was a fun mission. And if you noticed, Echidna had retreated. Burial retreated. Bale the frog, we killed him, but he has brothers. So you can guess that they're gonna appear later. All the bosses that have appeared so far, the major bosses, we're gonna fight them later. But anyway, that is all, and I will see you all in the next mission. This is RadTech Shu, signing off.